Okay. Thank you very much for attending the meeting. And then I'm going to share the screen. So we can discuss. As you can see, screen is visible to you. Okay. Okay, today we'll discuss about Agile Scrum. Before that, let me introduce Maria here. She is working in UK-based company, and Gania is here, and also uh, with me, our Maria is also with us. So, as you can see, we have developed these slides for Agiles. We'll discuss about Agile, some Scrum, and something about ISTQB Agile Tester. So first thing which comes in our mind is why Agile. So there are many reasons to adopt the Agile because it maintains the interest of stakeholders, and productivity of team is increased by using those teams who use the Agile or Scrum methodologies. So speed to market is significantly increased, as in this world time to market the product is very important, very critical. We have competition around the globe. So in this way we can improve the quality. The teams who have adopted this Agile, they have increased software quality, and team velocity also increase. So working with Agile team is a fun. So there are other benefits is in Agile we have visibility. All the things are visible. Teams are on same pace. They discuss, they get together, and also we have happy stakeholders. Happy stakeholders, it is high revenue for company. Time to market is significantly reduced, and we have increased productivity. So if you see the project success rates, Agile versus waterfall, you can see in this slide, if we adopt the waterfall approach, successful ratio is 11%, and cancel project ratio is 60%. And in waterfall, we have failed project 29%. So those companies who have adopted agile methodologies, they have improved, and their successful ratio is 39%. Challenge projects there are 52%, and failed are 9%. You can see the fail ratio is significantly improved in this case. So this is the basic reason we companies are moving towards agile. So I have developed many 136 slides. So during this short period, I cannot cover all the topics. This is old syllabus about ISTPB Agile Tester exam preparation. So let's discuss a little bit about ISTQB. It is international body for conducting the exam. And here you can see the website you can visit, and they also local body for conducting the exams. They was appealing to Agile certification requires foundation level course. First, you need to pass the foundation level course, then you can attend this certification course. Have you checked their website, Maria, Gania, and
Yes, I have.
you checked for?
I
Let me.
have, yes, for foundation syllabus. I downloaded their uh, syllabus that was available on official website.
Yes, this is their website, istpb.org, and they have local body in Pakistan. They have also local body for conducting the exams. But for appearing Agile certification or other certification, you need to pass their foundation level. So here in certification, you can see here basic is certified tester foundation level. Then you can move towards Agile tester. in the left side. And in advanced level, we have Agile Technical Tester, Agile Test Leadership, and these are letters towards Agile. Then we have advanced level. In core, we have Test Manager, Test Analysis, Technical Test Analysis. And in expert level, we have Test Management, improving the test process. These are all certifications, and their syllabus is also available in their website. Here we have in the right hand side, we have specialist, acceptance testing, performance testing, and so on, UI testing, security testing. These are specialized. So all certification starts from their basic foundation level. And then we can move towards Agile, you can move towards test manager, test analysis, and so on. So this was their website. So we're not going to talk about a lot of things about ISTQB because let me move towards our topic. So here you can see the difference between traditional and agile projects. In traditional project, we have requirements. When requirements completed, then we move toward the next phase, design phase, coding phase, development phase, then we move towards testing phase. But agile approaches are different. And you can see the waterfall in the like waterfalling. We have communication, project initiation starts, requirement gathering step, and all the things are completed. Then we can move towards planning, modeling. Then we can move towards construction of the, and then we can deploy. This is the waterfall approach. So traditional approach. So in agile, we have iterative models. In iterative model, we have phases, iterations. For example, we have 15 features. So 15 features in 3 weeks. We divide in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. For example, in phase 1, we have decided we will ship 5 features. And in second phase, we can ship 5 features. And then in third phase, we can give these 15 features in 3 weeks. So in this single phase, that can be a sprint, 2-week sprint, 4-week sprints. In these sprints, we define, develop, build, test, and implement. These phases starts and then move towards the next sprint and so on. So the other approach is incremental model, V model. You know, in the V model, we have parallel testing activity. For example, in user requirements, we prepare the acceptance test. And when we come toward the system requirement phase, we develop the system tests. And then when we move towards the design phase, integration phase, we prepare the integration test. And then we move towards the unit level testing and coding. So this is a V model. And in Agile, we have testers are integral part of the whole team approach. We have whole team approach. We have tester, developers, and business stakeholders all from the one team. So it provides early and quick feedback. So when we talk about Agile Manifesto, it says individual and interactions over processes and tool. This means that individuals and interactions are important over processes and tools. Processes and tools are important, but Agile encourages towards individuals and interactions. We should interact. We should not focus too much like we do in a plan-driven development. Agile approaches toward just develop the processes and tool. Instead, we should focus much more on individuals and interactions. So second one is working software over comprehensive documentation. So our focus should be on working software. If we develop too much documentation, client requires software, not the documentations. So we need to focus on giving the working software to client, not the documentation. So Third one is customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So we should not focus on towards the contract. Focus should be on customer collaboration. So responding to change over following the plan. We should quickly respond to change. We should respond to queries which comes from our clients over following the plan. So if you have any question till then, you can ask me. No question?
Yes, I have one question.
Okay.
What was the need of agile development when there's already waterfall and iterative model?
Yes, good question. Let me show you the next slide, which is individually you can see. Here you can see this slide. And look at this. Let me show you. Here you can see how the customer explain it. Customer explain the requirement in this way. So this is the customer requirement. He or she has explained to our team. So, and how the project leader understood it. They understood in this way. Here you can see how the engineered it. They have engineered. So you can see the what they have understood, how the programmer wrote it, how the effective they have designed all the things, how the customer was built. You can see, but actually customer required this thing. So this is the problem when we follow the waterfall approaches. We don't know the what the customer needs are. So we can get the needs when we collaborate. We can interact with it. If we follow the planned development approach, waterfall approach, so we cannot get exactly what client wants because they do not know. Usually they don't know what they want. They explain in English language which is ambiguous. So this is the benefit by using agile or scrum's methodology. So that's why we have 2 weeks or 4 weeks sprints. In whatever we develop, we can show. If there is anything wrong, they can tell upfront, we need this. Suppose we have what we are following waterfall model, and we after 1 year, when we go towards the client, and client will say, okay, no, I could not explain it. Actually, I need this. So this will be the waste of time, waste of resources, and so on. That's why the world has moved towards agile. I hope you understood it. Is it clear to you now?
Yes, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. There are many topics. I think we have a short time. Okay, I cannot cover in this short time all the things. So,
I have one question.
okay.
Would it not be the best of time if we conduct daily meetings, or maybe in terms of cost when we communicate with clients? I mean, time to time.
You mean daily stand-up meeting is the waste of time? We should not conduct it. That is your question?
Yes, it can be when you have, nothing to discuss, or maybe not so important things to discuss. Maybe we can utilize that time in work rather than doing the meeting.
That's why in Scrum we have 15 minutes meeting. So if 15 minutes is not waste of time, but these 15 minutes are important for all the teams to get together to know what they are doing. So I don't think that 15 minutes is waste of time. So if they talk about that, we should gather all the day, 4 hours every day, then we can say. So this is important to discuss with team because every day we are doing something. So we should at least we should tell what I did last day, what I will do today, and I have faced the problems, so team can support his or her. If team is not
Mm-hmm.
meeting, team is not discussing, then there will be communication gap. So they will be not on same page. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you talk about the quality assurance team, so management expect that they are working, they are doing something, they are doing interesting work, and they are improving our product, our quality, they are improving their processes. So if we not coordinating with each other, then how we can convince the management that we are doing this and that.
Yes, but my question was, is it necessary to do it every other day? I mean, maybe you have no, big thing to discuss about, but you have to come to the meeting and sit for 15 minutes, or maybe you have no such update, like you are working on the things you told us yesterday and you are telling them same. So,
Yes, team knows that if you are reading something like, as you know, ISTQB syllabus, then you can show that I am currently reading it. I have not completed this. So you can say that I'm still reading. And today I will do same thing and will study next chapter. And so I do not have any problem. That's the update. At least team should
okay, okay.
meet every day.
Mm-hmm.
So we should avoid the communication gap. Communication gap is very bad for teams. So,
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it.
so communication gap in any place, for example, communication gap with the within the team, with the management, it creates problem. It is important for team to discuss. So it is also important for team to share the knowledge and support each other.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got it. I have another question.
Okay.
May I ask? Yeah, you mentioned about change request that we entertain in agile methodology. But my question is that wouldn't it be costly doing that? Like repetitively, we are entertaining customer or clients changes to the project. Would it not be costly?
Costly mean in when our sprint planning, we plan what we are going to do in these 2 weeks. So in sprint planning, we team decides what we are going to deliver. So after that, no changes are accepted in 2 weeks. So after, if there any change comes, for example, a request comes from client, I need this urgent. So team can get, I will deploy in the next sprint. For example, yes, we have written down your requirements, so we will deploy in next sprint, which will start from after 2 weeks. So this approach is used. So it is
Okay,
not
but
costly. When you talk about the cost comes when you give the client after after 1 year, then it will be huge costly. Yeah, after, for example, you have developed the project which cost to company a ma- um, $1 trillion project, and you have very excited that we are going to deliver to client. If you go towards the client will say, okay, I need this one, I need this one, I was expecting this one and you have not told me. So if they reject that project, so what about the money, resources, cost? This will be the waste of time if you follow the waterfall approaches. But in agile, we have interaction with clients, so we can understand what client wants, so they are happy. That's why we say that customers are happy, because they know that our development teams is doing, they are part of actually development team. They know that they are working on this, they know each and everything. So everything is transparent in agile.
okay, but what if client comes with the changes that are totally that were not discussed before and that cannot be accommodated easily, then what should be done in that situation?
If client says something very stupid, then we should educate his or her that this requirement is technically not feasible due to this, and this one is feasible, but it requires this much of cost. So they can understand. They are part of the team. They can understand. If not feasible, we can give the solid reasons. If it is feasible, we can give that this cost is involved. If you are going to pay, then we can develop this requirement for you or this project for you.
Okay, thank you.
So, Ganya, if you have any question. I think should. Okay, you can type in. Okay. Okay. When we talk about the testing strategies, you can see we have test pyramid. In, we have in this way we have traditional approaches. When we follow the traditional approaches, by we use unit test, little bit unit test, and then little bit automation. Then we have left with huge manual testing because our product is buggy. So this one is traditional approach. We have lots of bug at the end, but on other hand, we apply this testing strategy. We automate most of the test at unit level, and we automate at API level. Then we are left with few in at UI level. Then we have exploratory testing. So at the end, we have little bit work. This approach is best approach if we follow this automation testing strategies in our project. So that's why we currently we are not approaching as a QA to unit level test, but we are following this. We're trying to overcome these problems. You can see in the traditional environment, you can see this parameter. We have manual tests at UA level. If we have not automation in place, we have a lot of work to do. But we have automated many things. Then we have a lot of time. We can explore. We can do interesting work. And so team is free, so they are relaxed. That's why this approach is beneficial. I can show daily stand up, and I'm not discussing all these topics one by one because I'm short of time. So here you can see the testing quadrants. We have 4 quadrants. In quadrant 1, we have unit tests, component tests. In quadrant 2, we have functional test, story test, prototyping. We do in this phase. So in quadrant 1, we automate all the tests. In quadrant 2, we do both manual and automation. So these are business facing tests. And so in third quadrant, we do manual testing, we do exploratory testing, usability testing, user acceptance testing, alpha and beta testing with client. So in fourth quadrant, we have used the tool for performance testing, load testing, security testing. So these are called technology facing tests, and other ones are called business facing tests. In quadrant 3 and quadrant 3 and 2 are business facing tests. Here we have a test-driven development approach. So BDD is evolved from test-driven development approach. Here you can see the next is test-driven development approach. We write the tests. So we see that write the test. So then we make the code to work to pass the factor in this way. So code is written after the test. So this is the test-driven development as shows. We write the test before writing the code. And then we have BDD, behavior driven development. We write the behavior of the application, then we write the tests, about the BDD approaches. So in BDD approach is used in Agile. It is not used in waterfall because it is different. So it is what currently BDD approach is used around the globe because it gives the strong uh, collaboration between tester, management, and all the stakeholders. So it has shorter learning curve because in BDD we have a simple language, so everyone can understand what they are going to do. Okay, it has high visibility, rapid iterations, so it also eliminates the waste. It focuses on user needs because in BDD approach, our focus first we focus on what they want, what they are, then we go toward the coding, not jumping toward the code. We should understand what they required. So this approach is best for BDD. So it meets the business objectives. Okay, if you have any question. Do not have any question. Okay. So I think you know about exploratory testing, black bug testing, white bug testing. These are the basic topic about testing. So for communications, okay. For task management tracking, you are familiar with Jira. These are Trello and all the software that we should use for task tracking, software building distribution, these processes. And configuration management, we use these tools, and Jenkins, and all these tools. So for API testing, we use SOAP UI, Postman, Teflon, Studio, and JMeter, so on. These are our tools. So as a tester, we should know about these tools. We should have a hands-on experience on these tools. And here you can see the Cucumber, Selenium, SOAP UI, OPM, JMeter. So, okay. If you have any question, actually, I don't want to this meeting as a lecture, so you can discuss what you think. Maria, is it okay if you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, I should discuss this slide before. As you can see, Agile Scrum Framework, we have product backlog. In product backlog, so product owner is responsible for managing the product backlog. Then we have team. The team selects the from prioritize what will be done in the sprint. So in sprint planning meeting, we get the backlog items from backlog, so we plan it. Then we put all the items in our sprint backlog. So we decide that sprint is 2 weeks. We work on that sprint. So in this way, we have daily stand up what we are doing, and then we have sprint review, sprint retrospective. In a sprint retrospective, when we have delivered all the things, team gets and discusses what went wrong, what can be improved, if there is any problem. So they improve their self, they improve their processes. This is all. Okay. If you do not have any question, I should end the meeting.
Oh, I have question.
Okay.
Uh, uh, it is about BDD. I was thinking which other tools support BDD other than Cypress.
BDD?
Mm-hmm.
I can you explain it again? What was your question?
I'm asking that can you tell me which other tools support BDD other than Cypress?
For BDD, okay. For Cypress, I only know about the cucumber, which is used in Cypress. I don't know what tools are used for BDD. You mean how
Okay,
many tools
so
are available?
yeah, cucumber can only be used in Cypress or other tools also.
Yes, it is also used for Selenium, though the people who automate in Selenium, they also use the cucumber.
Okay.
Okay, it is very famous and widely used tool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Gania, if you have any question, you can put in chat. Okay. Have you learned anything from this session?
Yes, it was really informative. Thank you.
This was actually our overview, because there are many things we can discuss in details, but
Yes.
this slides are based upon the whole course, so we cannot discuss in this short time each and everything in detail.
Yes, maybe we can discuss it on another day.
Yes, definitely.
And also, we want a session on ISTPB certification
Yes, sure.
because
Yes.
there are some questions.
Yes, we can discuss for ISTB certifications. There are two parts. First of all, you need to understand the topics, then you need to practice. For practice, I have sent you the link. But before that, you should know about the basics. We should know about the topics, each and everything. So at least there should be discussions on it. So I can show you. If you are okay, then we can arrange the meetings on weekends, not on working hours, and because it is your personal development for personal improvement.
Okay.
So we can we can arrange this kind of sessions on weekends, Saturday, Sunday, and 1 hour, 2 hours, anything. So we can discuss. I can guide you if you are available.
Yes.
So all my Saturdays, Sundays are not busy, and so we can decide in teams. So
Okay, that would be
you are
great.
available, then I can guide you. Then you don't worry about the passing the ISTQB. I guarantee you, you can pass in first attempt. It is very easy and basic course. But it is your hesitation because you have not attempted that course. You may thinking that difficult, but it is not difficult. You can pass it.
Okay. Yes, inshallah, hopefully.
Okay, sure. Okay, whenever you are ready, you can tell me. We will think about when to schedule the meeting.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for attending the meeting. Okay, bye.
Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.
Bye. I love you.